I wanted to be in show business from the time I was 10 years old. I remember turning the TV on, and there was a TV show called Rat Patrol. And my mother said, "That's your uncle, Christopher George." I thought, wow, my uncle's on TV? I want to be on TV.
Vanna White has been guardian of the puzzle board on Wheel of Fortune for more than 30 years.
Vanna White is a television icon. She's sexy but not too sexy, chatty but not too chatty, and she's really good at turning a letter.
Vanna Marie Rossich was born on February 18, 1957. Her father left when Vanna was an infant, and she was raised by her stepfather.
When I was 12 years old, my mother sat me down to tell me something. Herbert is not your biological father. Someone else is. I was surprised because this man had raised me for 12 years and I thought he was my father.
Vanna left North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in 1980 and headed to Los Angeles. Within her first years in LA, she had to briefly move back home after her mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She was struggling financially and wasn't making any headway in Hollywood.
I couldn't pay the rent, and I was too proud to ask my dad for rent money, so I did some lingerie shots. Well, lo and behold, years later, I become famous, those shots reappear, and then they're put in Playboy magazine.
In 1982, Vanna beat 200 other women to replace Susan Stafford as co-host of Wheel of Fortune.
In the beginning, Vanna was kind of a mystery. There was this beautiful woman you saw every day, dressed to the nines, and then suddenly Vanna Mania started.
In 1986, Vanna was on the cover of Newsweek and People magazine, appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and was immortalized with her own Vanna White doll.
I don't know how Vanna Mania started. It just snowballed into more and more and more. And through all of this, I had a severe tragedy.
On May 17, 1986, Vanna's boyfriend John Gibson crashed his single-engine plane at Van Nuys Airport and was killed instantly.
It was such a huge blow. It was very hard for me, but I tried to pick myself up and continue on, and I buried myself in my work.
The following year, Vanna released her autobiography, Vanna Speaks.
Sharing the book with the world was, it was like, here I am. It's like, oh wow, she's human too. She's been through this stuff too.
On New Year's Eve, 1990, Vanna married restaurateur George San Pietro in Aspen, Colorado. They had 2 children together, but divorced in 2002.
We had many happy years together, and then unfortunately we got divorced, but we have remained great friends.
After 30 years on Wheel of Fortune, Vanna has worn more than 5,000 outfits, none of which she gets to keep. In 1992, Vanna was added to the Guinness Book of World Records as television's most frequent clapper.
There is a reason that they've kept Vanna around for this many years, and the reason is her fans would revolt if they ever got rid of her.